So hello friends, so in this video we'll look at world climate in a very large screen. Till now, Minds of Aspirants, you would have seen all these videos in a very small screen, in a laptop screen. So for the first time I thought of trying it in a very large screen, and also I took a very large topic for, and especially important for, preliminary examination. We'll see the synapses. It is not possible to see the entire world climate in a short span of time. We'll see the synapses in a very short span of time, and we will go by one, which is very, very important for preliminary examination. So that is what we will see in this video. So the first climate, so what we are going to see in the first climate is that, first is this equatorial climate. Equatorial climate. It is a very important climate, and the last time preliminary examination, if you see preliminary 2022, I think. So this was the question. So they asked this question in preliminary 2022. So you should be aware of what and all are there in this climate. And if you happen to see this, this is very close to the equator. This is very close to the equator, and the diagram is not it is done approximately. But if you look at it, it is somewhat very near. But what we have to know is what are the features of all these things. The features of all these things is that the basics that you have to understand. So in this equator, so this is the equator. So in this point, so when the sun will move from this point to this point, or the movement of the sun is traced from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Tropic of Cancer, but it comes in the equator at one point, and that is where you will find this equatorial climate, and it is actually hot and wet. That is everyday rainfall. It is not 1 day, 2 day, 3 day of the year. Every day. This is what you should be very aware. Every day means you can think of any other place, you will not have everyday rainfall. Here the sun is so high, or the temperature is so high, every day the water evaporates and every day the rainfall comes, and there will be cumulonimbus cloud. So cumulonimbus cloud, and this will pour the rainfall, and hence you will have a luxurious growth. Luxurious, in a sense, this word luxurious, actually luxuriant growth denotes the luxury that we have. That is, abundance will be there. It will not be 1 or 2 or something like that. You will have a large tree, you will have a small tree, you will have very small trees, you will have everything. In this gradation, it will be there. So how they are being supported means you will have all the year wet climate, and it will also have the temperature, and that is why this region is very, very important, and that is why they have asked this as a question in preliminary examination 2022 as well. But one more important area that they concentrate in this type of climate is that what are the preliminary examination 2021. So if you see 2021, they spoke about palm oil. So this was one question, palm oil. There were 3 statements. One is that they said that palm oil grows in Southeast Asia. That was the statement. If you take that statement and if you take G.C. Glion, you will find that these are all tropical crops grown in they were not indigenous to Southeast Asia. They are grown. How do you know, or how do you say it means? It is the impact of colonialism. So geography is not only geography, it is also, it is also connected to a lot with world history. Everything, world history, geography, both are connected. It's not like history is separate, geography is separate, sociology is separate. Everything is connected. How would I say means, you take G.C. Glion, you will find that certain crops, especially the crops, for example, in this region. So the region which I have marked, this region is what I have marked. In this region, you will find cocoa, or this is what is called as chocolate. So what we eat as chocolate is derived from cocoa beans. You will find here, and you will also find palm oil. So these Britishers, So next in a few other videos, we'll start talking about British climate, which is present here. These people actually colonized these people, or the Britishers or the Europeans colonized the Africans. And this African continent, from here they took these crops and they grew it in different places. And that is how palm oil went here, and that is how they asked this question in 2021. And if you had removed that option, you will get the correct answer. So this is what is the in simple terms about this equatorial climate. Go to the next type of climate, which is very, very important climate, and this time I feel this monsoon climate very important is what I feel for this time examination. And hence we have to know a little bit about how this monsoon works, and it's a very simple concept as well. It's a monsoon, mausam is called as the wind reversal. So mausam is about wind reversal is what is the meaning. Mausam. So mausam in Hindi, actually mausam in Hindi is climate. So mausam, barish ho raha hai, or summer ho raha hai, I mean all these are Hindi words, and if you see it means climate, and the monsoon in basic language means reversal of winds. So how does this happen is what we have to know in very simple terms. So if you see, monsoon climate in GC Geelong will also have what is called as tropical maritime climate as well. So it will not be the chapter only on monsoon, both are important. First, I will talk about this maritime climate a little bit. It's very, very simple. In terms of trade winds, so if you see trade winds, one is the northeast trade winds, another is the southeast trade winds. So trade winds will be like this. So one will be like this, another will be like this. So this is what is called as the trade winds. So like this. So like this. This is what is the northeast and southeast. So in simple terms, these are the trade winds. And in this trade wind, if you see, the direction is hitting this point. So this is what is this maritime climate, tropical. If you see, it is tropical. Tropical maritime climate is what this means. In simple language, we have to understand all this, and when you understand it, you will be able to write answers better. So tropical maritime climate will have the impact of the trade winds. So that is what you should know. And these trade winds bring rains to these regions, and also for other region. You look at this region also. You look at the region of this Brazil also. Here also you will find that this trade wind is impacting, and this region is there. And these are the regions where maritime climate basically affects. But now we have to look at the monsoon climate, which is affecting India, which is very, very important. And how it happens is that it's a very simple task. The first point that you have to know is during the summer, during the month of summer, let us assume that June. So next, today or this month is May. So today, May 2. So June, at the time of June, the sun will be in this point. That is the Tropic of Cancer. When this is at this point, this region will be having the highest temperature. Highest temperature means lowest pressure. So this is the basic fact. So once you have the sun in the northern region, you will find that the southern region, okay, you will find that the southern region will have the lowest temperature. So this region will have the lowest temperature. Lowest temperature means highest pressure. So this is the simple two facts that when you know. So when you have the high pressure, so always if you see, wind will move from high pressure to low pressure. So wind from here will have a tracing path, and it will have a tracing path starting from this place. It will move here as the trade wind, as the southeast trade wind, and once it crosses the equator, due to the Coriolis force, very important, please note it down, due to the Coriolis force will turn the wind towards the right in the northern hemisphere. So if you see, this is this way, and in the northern hemisphere it turns to the right, and this is what you will receive as monsoon next month. Next month monsoon will pour. That is the word they use. Monsoon will burst. But this time there is another phenomena called as El Nino, which is a very important phenomena that has to be read for news and prelims as well as for the climate, because El Nino affects monsoon. So how it affects, we'll see in another video. But look at this fact. So this is where the southwest monsoon comes, and this is what gives this a large or a high amount of rainfall in this high amount of rainfall. And not only high amount of rainfall, the rainfall is actually present in rainfall is actually present in 3 months. So that is what is the concept of southwest monsoon. 3 months rainfall. It will not have a high rainfall, or it will not have a rainfall throughout the year. Rather, it will be a rainfall for a particular 3 months, which is June, July, August, and then you will start having the northeast rainfall. And this is what is the basics of, if you see basics of how the monsoon works, it is basically a wind reversal. So once this is over, actually you will have a northeast monsoon. So you will have Chennai. So for example, Tamil Nadu will not have what is called as the southwest monsoon, because we are parallel to the Western Ghats. But once this reverses, so if you see how it reverses means, so it will reverse. How it is going to reverse means, you will find that after this June, July, August, September, October, November, the sun starts moving here. So the sun will come to this point. So when the sun comes to this point, this region becomes the lowest pressure because of the highest temperature, because sun is here. And this region becomes the region of low temperature. So especially this is a continental area. So you will have a very low or a high pressure, low temperature. So high pressure to low pressure. So you will have this to this. So in this zone. So that is how you will have northeast monsoon in Chennai and Tamil Nadu. That is what you will realize, that you will not get, anyone who is in Chennai will not get high amount of rainfall during the southwest monsoon. Rather, they will get during the November, December, and especially people writing civil services examination in Chennai will know most of the time the mains will occur, and during that you will have rainfall as well. So that is a symbolic gesture that UPSC is going to make you cry in your results. So this was about the monsoon climate. This was the monsoon climate which we saw. Next we will see that what is this savannah climate. Savannah is a very simple, or it's not a simple climate. It is a very important climate. If you happen to see 2022 prelims has this. Prelims question 2022. Savannah climate has been asked, and if you happen to see, the climate is also a little bit simpler also to understand. The last thing which we saw was marine climate. If you please check the video again, it will be marine climate. I will draw with another color so you will understand. This color, okay, this is marine climate. This climate, because of this, because of this trade wind which comes, and it hits the coast, and hence it gives this rainfall, is what we saw as marine climate. But this will reach inside, right? This has to, or this will go deeper inside, and when it goes deeper inside, it has given all the rainfall. So it has given all the rainfall in the coastal region, and hence the interior region will not have that much rainfall, a limited rainfall, or what we call as a summer maximum. In terms of the rainfall, you will have a summer maximum, but you will have a definite dry period as well. Dry period. This was one of the questions they asked. That is, alternate wet and dry period. There is definitely a dry period because it will not have rainfall in the other times. When during the summer it has given rainfall, means it will not have rainfall in the other times. And this is what is the main ingredient of savanna climate. But the most important part of savanna climate, why this savanna climate becomes very, very important, is in anthropology. In anthropology, if you see the origin of human beings, that is, you will find that the human beings originated in this region. This is the part where we actually originated, and how we originated is also a very interesting fact. That is what I said. Geography, history, economics, sociology, all these are different subjects, but everything is connected. How? If you see, this place will have, as I said, summer maximum, dry winter, and hence the rainfall will be restricted to 3 months and rainfall will be limited, and hence this region has grasses. This is the key point. And what we learn in anthropology is that we were a species living in trees. We were a species living in trees. So this is the tree. So pardon my diagram, but this is the tree in which we were. But once what happened, because of dry climate, there was grasses. So you will have grasses here. Once the water goes out, you have limited water, so you will have only grasses. What happened was that in our anthropology, or this origin, this monkey which was there, or this apes, you can call monkey or ape, whatever, they were in the trees. So they were living happily in the trees, eating fruits, everything. They were jolly. But the climate, what happened? No water. So climate said, no, only few months water, other times no water. So you have to get down from the tree. So what these apes did, they got down from the tree. Once you get down from the tree, you cannot walk in 4 legs. Thambi, no more 4 legs, Thambi. You have to walk in 2 legs. And that is how humans walked bipedal. And that is how you will see that once you step down to the harshest climate of savanna, once you step down from the trees into the grassland, you will have to face the things. And that is what you will be facing in preliminary examination also. You cannot sit in the trees and wait for the results to come. You have to step down, go to write this examination and write it correctly, like the savanna climate in 2022. That is how you will clear preliminary examination. Students, as you might be aware, Minds of Aspirant is now offline as well. Till now it was online. Now in 2023, after the preliminary examination, it's going to be offline classes as well. And what we have planned is anthropology. This is basically, I'm going to take anthropology, as you might be seen in many other videos. This is a subject which I am handling, and we will have this anthropology in a comprehensive way. And then we will also have GS mains answer writing. Anyone, because after prelims you will be preparing for mains, and we will have this, and we have already had this program online. We had this program called as Acumen. We had this, many testimonials and many things are there in the Minds of Aspirant group. You can check that. How we are going to do and what we are going to do, I'm going to speak about that. But just I'm informing about the programs that we are going to start. Then we will have a specific batch on GS paper 4 and essay. This is also a program which we are already doing in online, which is Kafka program. We will GS paper 4 enhancing. It's not going to be only, that is the point. It's not going to be only test, only classes. No, it's going to be enhancing of answers through classes and answer writing. Enhancing of answers through classes and answer writing, both will be there. And how to write essays. Essays is something people are worried about, this abstract essay, philosophical essay, the technical essay. We will look at everything in detail, every thing we will be looking at, and these two will be now offline as well. So corrections, people earlier were not able to meet and ask for doubts, but now we can have this as well. And this also we are going to start, which is Prelims 2024, Prelims come mains batch. This will be for 24 or 2024. This will be a full-fledged course, including prelims. How do you approach? Because from the day one, you should know. You should not worry about preliminary clearing in the last moment. From day one, we are going to think about how to clear and how do you do that, and that is what we will look at in these. And these are the programs we are planning right now. As days go by, let us see how many other programs come up. I hope you will support us in this venture that we have taken. It's going to be both offline and online, and I hope to see you soon in class, and we'll talk about the programs more. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. There is a Minds of Aspirant Telegram channel. Please click that. Minds of Aspirant Anthropology channel is also there. Please click in that also. Please click subscribe for Minds of Aspirant channel as well. For more such doubts, please you can ask me your doubts in that group, and I'll be more than happy to tell you. And these are the batches that we are going to have in this year. Thank you for watching.